Sanford Stadium in Athens. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juiced. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Bishop. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrum. going to be a long day. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Oh, they're after him. Goes high to pull it in. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a gap. It's Phillips. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He'll set up to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off play action. He's got the tight end. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Might as well give it to him again. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Vols have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Got a little grass. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
The Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Humphreys.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff for Frazier. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality.
Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Crosses the 45. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is in the air. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go. on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Stockton. Safe completion on the screen. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense.
Could be an alley. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Bishop. And he's not going anywhere as his defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Right back to him on the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas in their matchup against the number 12 team, the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Jayhawks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they parlay this to postseason success?
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a give to Frazier. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack there.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Oh, and they blocked it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23.
Number 97, set to kick off.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Might be calling a hot route. Direct snap. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release on the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing them. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Phillips. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And man, You love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Flips it out on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. On the move. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the Vols will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's going to let it go. He's got it way down the field. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry.
Number 97, set to kick it away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. That's caught. It's Humphries. Turning it on! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Got a man in the middle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier.
And that's another really good-looking run. This guy has been playing so good late in the year. Over 150 rushing yards his last game out. He's now got over 150 yards in this one, too. And if you're a voter for postseason awards, everybody on the Doak Walker committee obviously watching this, but let's be honest. I think there are a lot of Heisman Trophy voters paying more and more attention to this guy late in the year. He has been unbelievable.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Powers through the defender. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Complete to the left. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
Well, look what we have.